Hello and welcome to the DFS underscore PhD show for today, the 12th of March, beginning in an hour. Remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. Might as well be us. And our very own butt smasher had a pretty nice night last night. Now, I steered him onto a wrong thing here or there, but he had enough Jokic. My own personal story is I'm frustrated with late swap. Swap me off 20% Jokic. I was like, come on, man, what's going on? Anyway. Remember to check, not just that your values are gone or that they're correct, because I needed to get Trace out of there. But like everybody else was swapping onto Jokic. I just assumed my thing had swapped onto Jokic. And when you assume, you are not winning tournaments. Anyway, I also not playing with very much today compared to yesterday. So we'll see how it goes. But it's a fun day today. We'll see how interesting slate. Let's go over the news first. We've got a bunch of guys out for Memphis, so obviously no Boehner job, but also no Jaren, no Vince Williams. We could also potentially have Konchar and Goodwin out. So I don't think I saw news on that. Let me go over to Underdog and see. I'll just pull this up for after we talk about the other things. But beyond the Memphis guys, we also have. So you want to Memphis and Washington, because they're playing against Washington, you want to increase all the guys to make sure they're getting full minutes for the starters because they're bad teams. They're getting blown out all the time. So their median projection includes blowouts. Like it's probably a blowout for them recently, right? So you don't want to go with the median projection today. You want to make sure you're biasing your distribution towards full games for Washington and Memphis. But then obviously I was waiting for like shoot around news and immediately vindicated. So my family was at the zoo anyway when it came around, but the Horford, Brown, and Porzingis being out is very interesting. This is the first full game with all of them out, so we can only guess. And that means when is this game? So oh yeah, we'll look at the yesterday's winner too, obviously, because just say congrats to the person at the top. Oh, what's going on here? Frozen? All right, well, we won't say anything if the screen freezes. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, so these guys being out, it's a big second time in a row. It appears I will be dying on the Derrick Whitehill. Last night, died on Derrick Whitehill, although I was leading the all the saddies at halftime. I don't know if you guys saw that. I was up at the 888. I was almost winning the main showdown and stuff. But then he just kind of faded down the stretch. And that's not always the case for him. It's just like, who was it? Oh, was it Hauser was lighting it up? Yeah, whatever it was. I stopped paying attention when things don't go my way. That's how it works. Um, but yeah, so you got to watch out. There could be some Xavier Tillman minutes. I don't know. But generally, you got to like these Boston guys. And particularly, like I was saying it before Horford got ruled out. Kornet's playing better, man. Kornet looked good in there on defense, and Kornet has not been traditionally that guy. And I don't know, like traditionally, I would have said he's kind of like meh, even compared to Horford. Not anymore. Like it was a night and day difference what the defenses are doing when he was in the game. They wouldn't challenge him because he was blocking him, he was dominating them, he was getting the boards. I, I I'm surprised at Kornet's game. I think he's really come along. Maybe he's hit the weight room or something, but we'll see tonight. I'm very pro Kornet in general, and tonight's the night I can play him, so I'm definitely going to play him. Yeah, so it's Vita 6129. And the main thing I wanted to point out from the contest yesterday is a $400 was left on the table by the winner because we had so much late value open up. To get to Peyton Pritchard or whatever is worth pay to Pritchard and Hauser. Wow, together. That's cool. It was worth leaving money on the table rather than paying out for someone else. So, and second place also left 200 on the table. So today, 200 on the table, good idea, I think, because it's a similar slate where we're going to have interesting values right away. So let's talk about it. What are my most exposed dudes? I've changed a lot of these things. Let's talk about the things I've changed, starting with team stacks. Washington and Memphis game. This game is another one where they're just adding up point totals of guys in the past and they're adding up their meeting projections, and that's how they're getting the point total for the game. And you shouldn't do that. This game's going to be close. I mean, this could kill me. Obviously, these are really terrible teams. I'm aware these are both very terrible teams. Even Memphis, as terrible team, is missing Vince Williams, who has become their terrible team guy who would score points. So where are the points going to come from? The other guys. Aldama's fine. I mean, I know enough of these other guys. Kuzma can score a bunch of points. Poole can score a bunch of points off the bench somehow. Like that's actually worked with Poole off the bench. So anyway, that's the main game that I've changed. Everything else I kind of like where it was, so I just left it. Like even though I don't, this man, Philadelphia, New York. I don't know, man. That could be a 70 to 80 game. I don't really want to get too involved in what's going on in that game just because it's been such a morass. It feels like it's going to be another one. What was that game that was so bad the other game? Low scoring NBA game. Yeah, the Sixers. That's what it was. Wait, Sixers and Knicks is the same teams? Ah, gross. Gross. So anyway, I don't anticipate having a lot of the teams that were just in the worst game in 4 years because this line, who's back? Maxi's back, right? So never mind. Never mind the who's back talk because I think Maxi is actually back. I think is there a question about his minutes? No, 40 minutes. Well, just like that, I'm back in. Because you can't have Mac. What in the world are we projecting Tyrese Maxey for 42 here? Is Embiid back in 39 minutes? Tyrese Max. I mean, come on. Let's be serious. It's gonna be like 50, right? I mean, am I? What team are we thinking of? I must be thinking of a different team. Let me look at the court IQ real quick. Oh, do I not even have one up anymore? I just know it's got to be like 50. So let me just pull up court IQ. Now pull up Philly. I just assumed I'd have like a background 15, 20% of Maxi with him back, and I don't think I've seen word of a limit. Because with Embiid off the court this year, who's the guy? He's the guy, right? I mean, like, is there another guy? I think he's the guy. All right, that's 44. Okay, so yeah, and that's in 36 minutes. So give him 4 more minutes. He's up at 48, 50-ish. Yeah, I think 50-ish is where I want it. I don't understand it at all. I mean, this is also not right for Tobias. It's not really right for Kelly Oubre. But I mean, takes a little bit of a hit with everybody back. So, okay, what do we got? Oh, that's my Madden Sims alarm, but I know I've already checked that out. Although, have they paid me out? Can I do any more? I also want to make sure that they have filled the $10 so that they keep doing the $10 with 1,000 up top at 3 o'clock. Oh, they have not filled it. Okay, so I'm going to enter my guys there. Bing bong. And then I'm going to mention to you guys over here in our Discord, I'm going to go to Madden Sims. I'm going to say overlay in the 10. And I also did it in Berm's. I did it in every single Madden Sims tweet Discord that I'm in. Okay. So I'm going to also remember that I don't really believe in this game. I'm really worried about this game. But man, 1% Tyreek Maxey. What in the world? If you get the chance, I mean, the kid's magic, right? I mean, he's just got to be on a limit. That's the only thing I can think of that we've got news of a limit. OG Anunoby will play today. Well, good. I'm so glad he's back from injury. He's a fun player, but man, you can't play anybody on the Knicks now, right? Okay. I don't see any news of a limit yet. Yeah. If you see news of a limit, please let me know. I'm acting under the assumption that there's no limit because why would you bring him back at all if he was limited? He has, and he hasn't even like been out that long, right? Like if I look up Tyrese Maxey stats, he's been out 4 games, so it's not, and he was playing 40 minutes, so I think he's going to play a fair amount. I mean, like the least he's played is 37 minutes. He's going to play a lot. So I don't know. We're projecting him for 39 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Like, the number of the projection's wrong. I mean, I know it's a bad game. You heard me. I led into this with like it's a terrible game, but I mean that doesn't mean you just spit on the guys. It's like a terrible game where yeah they could score 101 points and Tyrese Maxey could literally score 60 of them. Right? Like that's not at all like. Am I telling a lie? No, he could do anyway. I'm gonna chill out, but you just have to have a smidge. Okay. Besides my Tyrese Maxey rant, which was not what this was about. That's like the last thing this should be about. Let's go over what this is about. This is about Tyus Jones. This is about Luke Kornet. This is about John Konchar. This is about the Memphis guys. This is about so we got Aldama. We got Derrick White. I'm still dying on a hill of Derrick White. I'm dying on a hill of Jake LaRavia. anybody who's a Memphis starter today, I'm just going to have them. It's a mix and match. These are the guys it's easy to figure out what the best value is today. The best value is this. So I'm just combining them. Oh, min uniques 4. Got to use your min uniques 4 to make sure you're going through good combinations of your set, not just to kind of, so what was that? That's to make sure that these biases that I have are kind of ameliorated. So we're kind of, taking a good combination of guys, not just the guys that I said. So that's still, what are my highest leverage guys now? Konchar, LaRavia, Gigi, Derrick White, Santi Aldama, Giannis, Jaden McDaniels, Jeff Green. Yeah, right. Jaden McDaniels, wow, 0.3%. What is going on there? Anyway, there's still value left over from Cat, like Cat projections here. Now I see that they're 6-point dogs. There's a little bit of blowout risk, obviously. I'm not taking a bunch of Jaden McDaniels, but I am saying that your Ant-Man is way underprojected, your Rodico Bear is underprojected, and so I'm getting to a fair amount of both of those guys. It's weird that they're low owned. This is like the second game without Cat. Obviously, the prices haven't caught up yet. I do see that there's a ton of other value. I did add back a rule, so two out of 3 rules I think are still good. I don't think SaberSim's great on 2 out of 3s. So max 2 out of 3 LA stars is the one that I did today. I don't think I also simultaneously boosted them, which maybe I should. Nah. That's the thing. This game's going to blow out. So I didn't feel. And Zubats, I want to see one game where he's back to regular rotation. As soon as he is, we're back in. We're back in on Zubats. But it's just like, I'm not sure what their plan is for him with the rotation right now. Easing him back from injury, maybe. Maybe they're just trying to keep him, healthy for the end of the year. He's a big guy. So anyway, that's what we're getting to. Not very many people from that game. Up at the top, yeah, let's talk about up at the top. Everybody's good. I'm fine with everybody. I'm a little bit unhappy with 0% Sabonis. But I guess, yeah, that's by virtue of who was it that got boosted up? Maxi, yeah, I guess it's Maxi coming up here and Wemby. Okay, I got a few other guys, but up here at the top, I'm mostly going Giannis. I'm mostly going Ant-Man. That's my general lean here, and Kuz, I assume. Yeah, Kuz, he's just getting so extended in these games where he gets a shot. Jabari gets a little bit of a boost. You got Sengun out as well. That's the other new thing today, right? Sengun out for this team means you're going to have a ton of Fred VanVleet, a ton of Jalen Green, a ton of Jalen Green, like a ton of him. I should have more Jalen Green. Just your upside with Jalen Green today. I mean, like, I don't want to be way over the field on him, but I should be matching the field on Jalen Green today. Double check that you're matching the field on Jalen Green. When I looked at the court IQ, it was the most impressive for Jalen Green. Congrats again, Butt Smasher. But I want to go to the new content and look up Jalen Green. Boom, 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 boom. Because it was just a shocking usage differential. Jalen Green is in the Houston ones. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay. I guess I was still amping up to that. I stopped prepping the show because I didn't think I was going to do it because we went to the zoo. I had a great day at the zoo. Thank you guys for joining me in the won't have a minutes limit. Awesome. Tyrese Maxey confirmed not to have a minutes limit live on the stream. All right, so I'm gonna stop doing this so you guys get a chance to ever watch this in the 1 hour left before lock. But remember, you're good enough, you're strong enough, and gosh darn it, someone's got to win that money. It might as well be us.